Okay, so this is another Module 9, the skills test. It's going to teach you about the speed of sound. So let's go ahead and dive right on in. Now, the first thing that you're warned about when you click on this is to make sure that your headphone settings are not too loud, because there's a little explosion sound. You know, crank them down initially and get it to a comfortable setting. Don't blast your ears out. It's not a very, it's not a huge explosion, but just to play it safe. Now, the first screen you see is what's called a placement screen. And this allows you to uh, essentially, X is where you're standing, and the little dot is where the explosion is going to be. And so you can move it around. You can move just by clicking move, it's going to move to varying distances from you as the observer. And notice that the distances are marked off in kilometer increments. And then, of course, there's 10 subdivisions. So these are all at tenths of kilometers. Now, notice when you are going to create a data table, your distance is in meters. So keep that in mind. So if I put, right now, my dot seems to be about 2.1 kilometers away. Well, in order to convert that to meters, I need to either multiply by 1,000, or if I think about 2.1, I can move that decimal place 3 places to the right, and I get the same thing. It winds up being 2,100 meters. So 2.1 kilometers is equivalent to 2,100 meters. It's the reading in meters that I want to have in my distance column for my data table. But anyway, you're going to create a data table, and then in question 1, it essentially gives you instructions. So once you're ready, you hit the start button. Once you've got your explosive where you want it, you hit start, and then all you have to do is just hit the plunger of this of your explosive device, and it's going to create the explosion, and then you're going to just watch the stopwatch. Once you hear the explosion, hit stop and take that reading. Again, that's in milliseconds. You'll want to convert that to seconds. Again, you're going to be doing this on your own. You're going to do this like 8 times. Well, actually, you're going to do it 3 times for this placement, and you're going to take an average time. Then once you've done that, you're going to change your placement. So go back here, move your explosive to another distance. Once you've gotten that distance, go back and do 3 trials. So every time you do it, there is a reset button. You can actually then take your second trial. So you're going to create this this data table.